Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Ringo TV Reactions. We have an interesting show for you tonight. Stephen Twitchball's friend, Manny Cross, took it to social media to send a strong warning to Allison Holker, basically telling her that he's given her 1 week to make a public apology to the friends, the family, for all of the damage that she has caused. Or he's going to release the tapes. Peace and blessings to everybody showing up on the stream. What's going on? What's going on? Now, the interesting thing about this is I was just kind of walking through the Instagram streets, just kind of walking through, minding my business. And I seen a post. I seen a post by Manny Cross. And as soon as I saw it, my initial thoughts of how I do business is to screen record. I don't waste no time. You know how some of you folks, you be sending me things and it's like, you'll send me the link to somebody's information in regards to a post. And I always tell you, screen record. Because you think you sending me the info like I'm going to get it right when you send it. But no, I'm busy. And you're not the only one sending me things. And sometimes I just don't even read my messages. Right? So it's always good to record. So as soon as I saw his post, I clicked screen record right away. Because right after I did my recording, the post is no longer on his page. Right? So I don't know if he took it down for whatever reason, but he sent a strong warning letting Allison Holker know that if she don't make a public apology, he's going to release the tape that you see on the screen right now. There has been a phone call, a video call between Allison Holker and Manny. And I can guarantee you it have some serious dirt. Now, will Miss Holker make a public apology? Because Manny is giving her 1 week.
Young nigga buy that paper.
Ringo TV.
Young nigga buy that paper. Young nigga buy that paper. Young nigga buy that paper.
Ringo TV.
Yeah. True man, I'm free. I wake up a new episode. I pop out cleaners, keep me up a level though. She talk to me like I'm not me. I get it though. Yeah. I'm so eclectic, on me to the credits roll. Talk down to me, they might have to send medical. I'm out the league, I'm OD, they pathetic though. Look how I move, I'm protected. Shawty so swoon in my presence. The world going through it outside, they unruly, but I keep it cool, they can't press me. I keep it pure with intention. They see what I'm on, ain't no victim. I might like do it that top down. I keep it tuned with a high power. Put it on me, I'm blessed. Young nigga blessed. Big bag, manifest the sky, no stress. Keep no evil around me, can't grab No hex on, God can't pause, nigga, look at how far we progress. Whatever we doing, we keeping it fluid. I don't see a thing about that paper.
Ringo TV.
Young nigga about that paper. Young nigga about that paper. Young nigga about that paper. Hop on that jet, had to switch to the coast. One of a kind, I've been playing that role. They pay me to play me, I needed it for. It's real if I said I meant what I spoke. I'm legend, it's written, I shake up the city. Spin block till I'm dizzy, won't ever go broke. I'm chose, I must like do it at top down. I keep in tune with a high power. Put it on me, I'm blessed. Young nigga blessed. Big bag, manifest the sky, no stress. Keep no evil around me, can't ground me. I built it since when I had this. No hex on, God can't pause, nigga, look at how far we progress. Whatever we doing, we keeping it fluid. I don't see a thing about that paper.
Ringo TV.
Young nigga about that paper. Young nigga about that paper. Young nigga about that paper. Put it on me, I'm blessed. Big bag, but I fix the sky, no stress. Can't ground me, I know this since when I had this. Look at how far we progress. Lord, I don't see a threat.
We're back. So, let's get to work. We have a lot of things to talk about. It seems as if though Miss Holker has 1 week. Should have been 24 hours. Not 1 week. Should have been 24 hours. But let's go to the tapes. So that's what you're here for. The tapes. So, Manny Cross made this exclusive Instagram post. Then it mysteriously disappeared. But we got it. He basically said you have 1 week to make a public apology for what you did to that man and what you did to his friends, and most importantly, to his family. And I will go back to my little old life. This is all me, by myself. No one asked me to do this. So you can't blame other people the way you love to do. I was kind to you at first. I asked nicely. Then you lied and tried to destroy his image. 1 week, maybe 2. I don't know yet. Should have been 24 hours, Manny. Not a week, 2 weeks. That's a long time. When you're serious about business and you standing on business, you got to be very thorough. But let's listen in at the tape. Find out what he got to say. Kind of break this thing all down because there's a lot of mess in this.
To you know who, you need to make a public apology to his family, to his friends, and to the public for what you did. If you don't,
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna release this.
Wow.
'Cause I don't care and I ain't got nothing to lose. Just an old man that's tired of women like you. I'm gonna give you about a week, maybe a week and a half, for you to make a public apology for what you did to him, to his family, to his friends. And then I go back to my little old life. If you don't, I'm gonna release Dad, and others will release
Wow.
things.
Things.
Okay?
Now, where do we go from here, ladies and gentlemen? What do we do with this? Based on Manny Cross posts that disappeared, he's basically taking measures into his own hands, say, look, I'm giving you 1 week to release a public apology to everybody that was hurt by her misleading information regarding Steven Twitch Boss. And if she don't do it, he got a phone call, video call that he's going to release. Now, judging by that clip, judging by the tapes, it is clear that whatever phone call this was, ladies and gentlemen, is the real tea, the tea of all tea. Because they had a phone call and Manny made sure to record. I always tell people, record everything, man. Record everything. And ain't no telling how many other people recorded and got info. Just imagine what was said on that call. That would absolutely shock the fans of Steven Twitch Boss to know that the widow is talking reckless like that. Now, this has to send a message to Allison, because now it's like, what do? Do you stand tall and just say, well, I don't care if you release the tapes. I don't care. I'm not apologizing. Or she may say, you know what? Let me just give a fake apology in hopes that he don't release the tapes. Because, you know, she's not really truthful, to be honest with you. My personal opinion is I would not wait for a public apology. The damage is already done. I'll be releasing tapes all day. Because the way I look at it is, if she already done poured dirt on Twitch Boss name, ruin his legacy, then there really is no sense waiting for an apology. It's like now the gloves are off at this point. All the tapes are going to be released because the public need to know the truth. You cannot expect a narcissist to apologize and really mean it. You can't expect a person that lied on Steven Twitch Boss for personal gain to apologize and be sincere from the heart. Because they're fake. She didn't even respect Twitch. So why would she respect us? Why would she respect the family? Why would she respect his friends to apologize? When she couldn't even realize the errors of her ways in regards to airing out Twitch's journal, allegedly, because I don't believe there was a journal. How is it that you found it in a closet, but you've been with him for all these years, so you never seen him writing down in a journal? What couple lives together and don't even know the basic things of what's going on in the house? That's like living in a house and you never went in a closet. Like, that doesn't make no sense. Or you never been in your attic before. You don't even know what's going on in the basement. You're supposed to know. My thing is, I feel that Manny should just release whatever he got because the damage was already done, and enough of playing games with the viewers and the audience and the fans. Because to be honest, the fans don't care about an apology. We're not interested in an apology. What we're interested in is the truth being exposed. Just like Allison want to go out there and air out Twitch, accusing him of being a drug addict, accusing him of having some sort of SA issues that happened to him when he was younger, claiming that he struggled with depression and all sorts of issues. After making the family sign an NDA, basically restricting them from telling their story of Twitch's legacy, preventing them from profiting off of releasing any said material regarding Twitch. They can't even mention Twitch. They can't even talk about him. That's pure evil. Allison is evil. So it's going to only take the truth being released. So Manny, if you're listening to this, release the tapes. Stop playing with the viewers. Stop playing with the audience. They're not interested in an apology. She already disrespected. See, the problem with usins is that we still are struggling with the effects of the transatlantic slave trade. Let me explain. The black man, right? It's like he loved massa. He don't want to offend. He want to be the good guy, not realizing that the enemy is not trying to be a good guy. The enemy is only interested in destroying you. For Allison to do what she have done already is her saying F the family of Twitch, F his friends, F the fans. She don't care. So why do you care? This is the problem with usins. It's like we could be in a war where the enemy is shooting at us with guns. See the enemy run out. They run out their house. They were just shooting at us. They run out their house, but they got their kid in their arm. Some of you will be like, he got his kid in his arm, so, you know, I'm gonna have a little mercy. No, not with me. Everybody going. See, that's the difference between war, something you gotta understand about the enemy. See, if you look at every film, every movie, anytime the enemy came and you spared the son is coming for you. For vengeance. The son got to go too. Everybody got to go. No survivors. Because you're the enemy. And in war, you never show the enemy mercy. Everybody got to go. The dog got to go, the cat, everybody. Now, some may say, but that's cruel. Cruel. You need to wake up to life. Because when the so-called black man and black woman was in the transatlantic slave trade, there was no mercy. They took your babies and used them as alligator bait. They castrated your men and lynched them and burned them and whipped them at the stake. They raped your women, violated them viciously. Even the young black boys, The young black boys was a delicacy to the slave master. He couldn't wait to turn out a young boy. And you telling me to have mercy? Mercy for the enemy? Are you crazy? But see, this is what Christianity did to our people. This is what church done. Church made men weak. They don't got no backbone. These are the kind of guys that a burglar can come into the house. You'll shoot him in his leg and he start crying. Please, let me go. And you start having mercy and you let him go. Then he come back and take out your whole family. Because you're too merciful. You've been fed religion. So because of that, when it comes to the Allison situation, people don't understand the methods of the enemy. She is single-handedly destroying Twitch's legacy. The kids are going to be brainwashed and destroyed. She hurt the family. The mother is stressed. What if something, God forbid, happened to his mother right now? What if the stress of all of this is taking its toll on the mom and something happened to her health-wise? And I think y'all all know what I mean. What if that happened right now? You gonna still have this mercy of, well, no, release the tapes. Don't talk. Release the tapes. Let's go.
To you know who, you need to make a public apology to his family, to his friends, and to the public for what you did. If you don't, I'm gonna release this. Because I don't care and I ain't got nothing to lose. Just an old man that's tired of women like you. I'm gonna give you about a week, maybe a week and a half, for you to make a public apology.
And to those of you that are religious, please stop saying Esau. Y'all got to really study that scripture. Esau is not the white man. You've been lied to. If Esau is the white man, then the white man is your brother. If Esau is the white man, then Esau is your brother. Esau is the black man. You've been deceived. If you're a twin, then you're identical. Do you understand me? You've been deceived by these false prophets on these street corners lying to you, calling the white man the devil. No, if you want to know who Esau is, you got to go into the black community. This is why when you look in the black community, there's so much crime. It's because Jacob and Esau are fighting. This is why we can never rise. Because two manner of people are in one community killing one another. Remember, the white man don't live around you. He don't. How could the white man be Esau, but yet the scripture says he's going to send a people whose language you're not going to know from a land far from, if the white man is Esau? See, again, people don't know how to read because of religion. So they keep looking to the white man to blame. This is not a white man issue right now. This is about a woman that is doing Twitch family dirty, his friends dirty, the public by lying, and she's being devilish. There's a reason why she made them sign an NDA, guys. It wasn't about, oh, I don't want the family to take photos at the funeral. No, it goes deeper than that. Allison was basically covering all corners so that when she go into real performance mode of writing a book, even though we know she didn't write it, she's trying to prevent the family from receiving any sort of royalties, to have any sort of documentaries, to have any sort of books, movies, anything that involves Twitch. They can't profit from Twitch. That's evil. That is no different than what the oppressor did. You know how many inventions black men made? You know how many inventions black men produced, invented, and was never given the credit for it? Many. There's actually a book. There's actually a book that's out, and probably you most likely don't know, because what they always say, if you want the truth, put it in a book, because a black man is not going to read. But there's a book that is out there that pretty much explain all the inventions that black men made. And a lot of them we use every single day. And you would never know. I believe that Manny needs to release the tapes now. Not tomorrow, now. Because you got to shame the devil. And we're not saying the devil is the white man. We don't do none of that stuff over here. We're not like them Israelites that stand on a corner talking about the white man is the devil. Because to be honest with you, most of the devils that I've seen, they look like me. And they're the ones that hate me the most. Anytime I speak the truth, I don't see the white man coming to me. Anytime I'm teaching my people to repent and do right, they hate me. When I speak about injustice, they curse me. I don't see the white man. I don't see the white man in the black community killing one another. I don't see the so-called white man shooting the black man in the black community. No, I don't. I don't see the white man selling drugs to the black man. I see the black man selling drugs to his own people. I see the black man killing his own people. That's what I see. That's what I grew up around. I ain't see no white folk. The white folk moved out the community. They in the suburbs. They living good. And when they see a black person move in, they're kind of suspicious because they're like, I hope he's not like them. Because they try to get away from us. Look at the news. Look at all the crime. Who do you see? You see us. But we want to talk about the white man as the devil? We got enough problems to be worrying about than to be worrying about the white man. So Manny, release the tapes. It's time to release the tapes. Stop playing. Because whatever information you got on Allison, you are under obligation to expose the truth. And if you don't, you are not a friend of Twitch. So enough of the bullshit. Enough of the playing, the stalling, and dancing around. Release the tapes. Because only the truth is going to convince these people of what's really going on. The tapes. The tapes tell the truth. It tells the tale of what's going on in the dark. Whatever's done in the dark comes to the light. Because if you hold on those tapes, because you're seeking an apology, you failed Twitch. I'm telling you, you failed Twitch by holding on to them tapes. Fuck the apology. The truth is what matters. The truth. The people need to know who she is. Because you got a lot of people supporting her blindly. But if you got the receipts that'll convince these folks that she is no good, didn't love him, spoke evil, was very harsh and critical of this man, you know what that does? Destroys her credibility. Now, I don't know if you understand how social media work, but in the court of public opinion, receipts is currency. Receipts. Everybody respect the receipt. You can talk, but the receipt is what counts. You could go into a store and argue, bitch and moan about I bought my cell phone. It was broke. Where's the receipt? I don't got it. Well, and you're stuck. You don't got the receipt. So on social media, the receipt is what convinced the audience. The audience that's right there right now. The audience that didn't click the like button. We got 800 people here, fam. Only 200 likes. We need to have 800 likes. Nobody's giving you this content but me. Nobody. So support the work. Click the like button. That's how we get people to join the show. We got to understand to do our part, ladies and gentlemen. Simple as clicking the like. Doesn't cost you now $1 to click the like button. The people need to see the truth, Manny. Don't stall with the truth, because then guess what people are going to do? They're going to now question you. And when the court of public opinion look at you and they feel like you're playing games, they ain't going to take you serious. Because if you're going to be out here speaking, teasing, and playing little games, can't deal with that. It's because this is a serious issue. If you got information that exposes Holker for who she really is, the public need to know the truth so that that truth can go viral. Just like her book is being promoted. She's going to sell that book. Matter of fact, they low down the price on the book, guys. You know why? Because of my videos. See, y'all be thinking that influencers don't have power. No, we got power. It's called influence. The videos I've made about that book stop people from buying the book. They low down the price. The book was $30. They put it down to $20. They trying to get you to buy the book. That's right. It must not be selling. It was $30. It was $30, guys. They put it down to $20 for the hardcover copy. Why? Because nobody's buying it. They're not buying it. Not at the rate they were expecting. You have to understand, they have forecast sales where they predict, okay, it's going to sell this amount. Based on the number of fans Twitch have, the number of fans Holker have, oh yeah, this book is going to sell this amount. First day of release. So they're basically waiting for those pre-orders to kick in. But the orders are not coming in the way they expected. You know? So we need to see those tapes because this situation is getting real, real crazy. We want to know what was going on in this segment of your video. We want to know what she was saying because you put it out there. You were on a video call with her, which means that was a lengthy call. And body language says everything. So that tape is very important. Not only is that tape important to exposing the truth about Miss Holker, but it will also send a message to Hollywood not to deal with her. Because when they see the body language, how she conduct herself, they're gonna know the truth. Just like P. Diddy got exposed and is in prison, rotten. Okay, it's because the tapes came out. And the tapes don't lie. When you look at a person's body language, when they're flipping out and angry, it tells the truth. And that's what all the people need to know. The people do not care about an apology. Matter of fact, let's start up a poll so we can see what the people think, right? Let me see. Let me set this up. While I'm doing this, fam, if you haven't already, click that like button. Very important to hit that like button, y'all. Okay. Should Allison Holker apologize to make people happy about her evil actions? Let's see what the people say. Let's see what the people say. Not me. The people vote. See, it's something about voting when the people can voice their thoughts, because it's not just me saying it. I'm letting you have your own free thought. Because that's the way it's supposed to be. I can share my thoughts and opinions about whatever it is that's going on, but you're an adult. So maybe some of you might say, you know what? I want her to apologize. I don't really need to see no video. I don't really need to know the truth. If she apologized, that's good enough for me. We can wash all of this away and go be happy. Then you got some people that's like, look, I don't care about an apology. She's already wicked in my book. She's not a good person. She's not a good human being. I'm not interested in no apology because she didn't do anything to me personally. What I want to know is the truth. What I want to know is her character and what kind of person she is. That's what I want to know. You know? Because she's going to do what she's going to do regardless. Let's see where we at with the votes. Should Allison Holker apologize to make people happy about her evil actions? We're at 53% yes, 46% no. So we're pretty much balanced on the vote. So basically, some people are like, if you could just hear her say she apologized, that is enough for you. But now let me give you the flip side on that so you can understand how chess work. If Allison were to apologize, she would have to pull her book from the shelf. Yeah. If she apologized, she can't release the book. What's the point of apologizing if you're still doing the evil? That's like, I stole your car, and rather than me return it to you, I'm still driving the car. No, in order for me to truly apologize and repent, first of all, ladies and gentlemen, let me break this thing down for you, because maybe some of you, I don't know this. Maybe you didn't do your due diligence of understanding the origins of what apology mean. Did you know the word apology don't mean I'm sorry? Did you know that? The word apology, it don't mean I'm sorry. No, that was not the original meaning of that word. The original meaning for apology meant, the reason why I say I apologize is because I feel justified in doing what I done to you. So if I cuss you out, it's justified because of what you did to me. I'm not really saying I'm sorry. I'm just saying I apologize because I feel justified in my actions towards you because I was hurt. That's what it means to apologize. Apology or an apology to apologize does not mean I am sorry for what I did. It means that I feel I'm justified in treating you a certain way because of what you did to me. Look it up. Look up the true origin of the meaning of apology. They changed it. I always knew what the meaning of the word meant because in my mind, I'm like, why am I apologizing for? I'm only reacting to how I feel based on what you did to me. I'm not really sorry for what I've done. I feel justified. Look how you were treating me. You know? So Manny Cross said he's given Allison Holker 1 week to make a public apology. But again, if she make a public apology, she would have to now remove the book from off the shelves. She would have to take it off shelves. It makes no sense to say I apologize and the book is still being released. Does that make sense? If I'm apologizing for something that I've done in terms of talking about Twitch's past and, you know, his journal or accusing him of being a drug addict, if I apologize for those things, I would have to take the book off the shelves too. So it puts Holker in a position where it's like, okay, if I apologize, I would have to now remove the book. You think she's doing that after the deals was already made? You know how many people stand to benefit from her book? It's not just her. So she's not apologizing. See, one thing you have to understand is this. Narcissists, evildoers, demons, and devils will never apologize for their actions. They will never hold themselves accountable for the things they do to you. They will never say they're sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for what I've said about Twitch. They're not going to do that because that would make them wrong and their credibility will go down. And it would be embarrassing in the public. So Manny, release the tapes and stop playing because she will never apologize. She will never apologize. She will never. What you should say is she should have said she's sorry, not apologize. Wrong choice of word. Narcissists will never apologize. They will never say, I'm sorry for what I've done to you. What? A narc would never do that. The narc will blame you. The narc will say the reason why I did what I did is because of how you were treating me. You understand? Manny needs to release the tapes so the public can see the true nature of who Allison is. You see what she's doing? Something's going on. Now, again, look at her facial expression. Does that look like the same Allison Holker that you see on Instagram, TikTok? Does that look like the same woman? No, that woman looked angry. She looked angry. And what you're seeing is her without the Hollywood mask. You're seeing her when she's out of character, when she's crashing out. And these be the kind of tapes that people in Hollywood are afraid people will ever see. They're afraid of that. This is why you got to really watch what you say when you're talking to people via the cell phone. Very dangerous thing. Because people are always recording. You know? They always recording to have a receipt on you. If you beefing with somebody, it don't make no sense you talking to them by phone. Because 99.9% of the time, they're recording. The votes are at 58% of the people vote that she should apologize to make people happy about her evil actions. I don't think y'all read what I wrote. Dude, I don't know if people actually read to understand, but did you read what I wrote? The people who voted yes, y'all don't know how to read. And I'm not insulting you. I'm just telling you the truth. You don't know how to read. Look what I said. Should Allison Holker apologize to make people happy about her evil actions? You said yes. So you're happy about her evil actions? Doesn't make any sense when you really read to understand. I just wanted to see where people are. People just click yes. Yeah, I want her to apologize. Did you read what I said? You're happy about her doing what she did? She didn't do nothing to me. So I don't really care if she apologized or not. It has nothing to do with me. I don't care because I'm not affected by what she did. That what she did to Twitch and his family and friends does not affect me. So I don't really care about an apology. So for you, the viewer, you got to think, what does her apologizing does for you? It does nothing for you because she didn't do nothing to you. I'm cut from the cloth where I don't accept apologies from nobody. If you done something to me, just own up to what you've done. And the way you're able to resolve the issue is not by saying, I apologize. No, by their fruits you shall know them. You're going to have to do something to fix what you've done. If I spread a false rumor about you on the job, right? And all the coworkers are talking about the rumor that I spread about you. And then I come to you and I be like, yo, I apologize for what I did. You accepting that? I wouldn't. You know what I would tell you to do? Go to each person you told that lie to, Look them in the face and tell them it was a lie. It was not true. And you made a bad mistake because you were angry with me. Go to everybody you poison and correct what you've done. That's how you handle that. You ain't gonna spread a vicious, ugly rumor and then say, well, I apologize. And it just makes everything go away. No, you gotta go clean it up. You gotta clean that mess up. That's why I don't accept apologies. I don't. Because if you did some dirt to me, you gotta go back out into the world and undo what you've done. Because the damage is already there. If you put out a false report about me, a false rumor about me, you already caused all the damage. I've had people done that to me. Put out false rumors, lies, and people believe lies. And next minute, people start spreading more lies, and it's like it's just turned into a wildfire. And I'm like, you think I accept apologies? No. Not at all. Those people would have to undo what they've done. So in this particular case, Allison, in order for her to really make it right, she would have to undo the damage that she caused. One, she would have to pull the book from the shelves, right? Book must be pulled from the shelves. She would have to go on air, and correct all of the things that she done publicly. Not saying I'm sorry or I apologize. No, I don't like that. She would have to undo the damage. Then she would have to make sure that the grandmother, Mama Boss, she would have to make sure that the grandmother is able to see the children, her grandchildren, all the time, right? She would have to make sure of this. She has to also speak to the fans of Twitch, make a video, and publicly retract all her talk regarding Twitch being a drug addict, X, Y, and Z. She would have to retract all those statements publicly. Not saying I apologize, I'm sorry, all of that stuff. I don't accept that. You got to go up in the public, be embarrassed, right? Go through it, and don't ever disrespect again. And go live your life with your new man and leave Twitch alone. Because we already know you're wicked as hell. We already know you're evil. That's my way of how I would expect her to say she's sorry. She have to go and clean up the mess she made. All the hurt, all the money that was stolen need to be returned to the mother. She need to undo that so-called NDA. First of all, the NDA was signed under compulsion, in duress. So when you really think about it, that NDA that the family signed is null and void if you really think about it from a legal standpoint. Because they were at a funeral, so they want to see their loved ones. So they're basically being forced and pressured into signing something. So that cannot stand up in court. I don't even know why all you folks that signed that NDA is worried about Ms. Holker. She can't do shit to you. From a legal standpoint, she cannot do nothing. She scared y'all into signing something and really got y'all believing that y'all bound. That's crazy. You know? You were under duress. You were pressured. You were forced. You were not in your right frame of mind. You were thinking about your loved ones. All you wanted to do was see them. So you signed because you felt that was the only way you could see your loved one for one last time. So whatever NDA she made you guys sign, if you have an attorney, they will tell you the same thing that I'm telling you. And by any means, I'm not no attorney. I'm not giving legal advice. I'm simply sharing my thoughts and my opinions. But I'm sure if you were to talk to an attorney and they talk about an NDA, they would make it very clear that if you signed it under those conditions, that thing is null and void. No different than a woman. You saw what happened with the NBA player. You remember what happened with him and his situation where he was supposed to marry a woman and she wasn't signing the NDA. And then on the day of the wedding, she still didn't sign it. And the pastor came in and everybody came in and the guy said, look, the wedding is off. Then she started crying. I'll sign it, while crying. Well, if she would have signed it while crying, she could easily get out of it because she signed it under duress. You see how that worked? And that's exactly how Twitch's family signed the NDA. So that NDA is null and void. And I don't know why you guys don't know that. And I'm referring to Twitch family and friends. Y'all supposed to know that already, especially if you're in the industry. You're supposed to know this. Especially the family, especially the mother, cousins and sisters and brothers and all of them. Yeah. The NDA it's null and void. You guys signed something believing that you can't talk about Twitch. Yes, you can. How could somebody else make you sign away your life and your soul to the point where you can't even talk about your loved one? No, you can. You can write books. You can make shows. You can do documentaries about Twitch, and you can literally be compensated for your work regarding his story. You folks that are of Twitch boss family, friends, you guys can put together something special for the fans that can really give and tell the story about Twitch. You see what I'm saying? And that is what you should be doing now. Because what Miss Holker is trying to do is have everything for herself. She's trying to bind up the family so the family cannot eat. They can't talk. They can't express themselves. That's a prison she put you guys in. She never loved you. She never liked none of you. Anyone who is Stephen Twitchball's friends, family, colleagues, whatever, Holker never loved or liked any of you. Because to do that speaks volumes. Imagine signing an NDA at a funeral. I told you already we would be fighting if I had to sign paperwork in order to see my loved ones. Nah, we're going to be fighting. I'm going to get arrested. I think that's worth it for that situation. Because I'm going to be angry, especially if it's a relative that I really got much love for and respect. Definitely. I'm going to be tearing the place up. They're going to have to call the cops. And I feel that I'm justified because I'm hurting. I'm mourning the loss of my loved one. And here you are with a damn paper telling me to sign because you're afraid I'm going to take pictures. Like, fuck you and your pictures. Like, who do you think you are? Where my loved one is dead and you got me signing papers, worried about if I'm going to snap a photo. If I want to snap a damn photo, I want to snap a photo. Like, you wildin'. I've never seen anybody do that at a funeral. People mourn in different ways. People take photos at funerals. They do, especially black families. They do all the time. You know? You cannot control how someone mourn. Everybody is different. Some people go to a funeral and you don't see them cry at the funeral. But when they're home, they do cry. Whereas some people cry at the funeral, but when they're at home, they don't cry. Everybody mourns differently. You see? Let me see. Love says, in my opinion, she alienated him from his family. That's true. That's true because if you listen to the testimony from, I think the daughter Wesley, I believe the name is, she confirmed that because they were not seeing the family. So Twitch wasn't really around his family. And it be like that in a lot of situations. Now think about the children. They're not around the grandmother. And sometimes that's all grandma want, is just to be able to see the kids. Everybody knows that. Every grandmother always want to be or have the children around. And the kids normally love grandma and grandpa. You know what I'm saying? Like even my, not my elder daughter, but my second eldest daughter, right? Like if we go take a trip to New York to see her grandfather, anytime we leave, she cries. Anytime we got to leave, she'll be hugging grandpa and crying a storm. She don't want to go. She don't want to this. I'm like, we got to go. And she's like, but I love grandpa. That's just how it be. You know what I'm saying? The kids, sometimes they have an attachment to either grandma or grandpa. It always be one of the kids that you got to like console them because they be really emotional about leaving. So now think about the kids, Twitch Boss kids, and how they're affected by this entire situation. And I think that Holker is being selfish. Very, very selfish, man. Because those kids deserve to see the grandmother, the cousins, family, everybody. And I think that they're only exposed to the white side of the family. And now she got Twitch's kids around another man. She got Twitch's kids around another man and his kids. That's disrespectful. Especially so fast that it doesn't make any sense. The kids are not allowed to be around the black side of the family. So they're being brought up in a certain way, which means they're going to look down on the black side of the family. Matter of fact, I would go as far to say that the kids will grow up thinking they're not black children. They're white. That happens because children are trained from when they're young. Do you know white kids, right? White kids, for the most part, don't have issues with being prejudiced or racist. You know that? White kids, when you see white kids around black kids, they just want to play. They just want to play. They don't care about if you're black. Oh, she's black. Oh, they don't do that. When they're kids, they don't do that. It's the parents that poison them. It be the parents, y'all. It's not the kids. Kids don't know color. Kids don't care about none of that stuff. They just want to play. Where the ball at? We playing freeze tag. We're going to ride our bikes. Let's play, everybody. Okay, guys, let's go over here. We're going to play. That's all they care about. It be the parents that brainwash these kids. Don't hang around those black kids. And the child is looking at mom like, why? Why? Because they're black. I don't want you around them. Hey, Gary, you want to come play with us? My mommy said I can't play. My mommy said I can't play with y'all. Why? That's where it starts. I know this firsthand. I experienced this. I experienced this in New York. When my girls was younger, took them to the park. You had two white children. They were probably between the ages of probably like 5 to 7, somewhere around there. And they were playing. And I think my elder daughter, she was pretty much a little older. She was probably in the house. It was the three younger girls, and they were at the park, and the kids were playing together. The two white boys was there playing. They were playing with my daughters. They were playing, running around, doing whatever they do, kid stuff. And I was on the other side, like separated from them. But it looked like if I wasn't with them. Like the mom, the two white boys' mother was right around where I was. She didn't know. Those are my girls. I'm over there. And I'm listening to her talk. She have a friend with her. She's literally saying, oh boy. And I'm listening. She's like, oh boy, to her friend. And the friend was like, the friend don't appear to be racist or whatever. Cause she was kind of like looking at her funny, but she was like, oh boy, my sons are always playing with those people. That's what she's saying. I'm listening to this. I'm there listening. My son. And she called them, come over here. So they come over there to her. Remember, I'm right there. There's other people around in the park. I'm right there listening. Mother tells her sons, I don't want you playing with those people, those kids. And I'm listening to this mess. So while she's there, I walked over to my girls. I made her see me walk. And I grabbed them and I left the park. And I know when I walked away, she felt some type of way because she was talking a whole bunch of stuff. Some stuff I'm not even going to mention here. And by me not saying nothing to her, it burns her up because I know when I walked away, she probably was like, oh, snap. Those were the children's father right there the whole time. So her and her friend probably was talking about us and she probably was looking real stupid. So imagine what's going on with Twitch's kids right now, where they're being taught about his side of the family. That's nasty work, man. And people be doing that to the kids when they're young, poison them. The two white boys that was in the park didn't have no problem with my daughters. They were playing. They're kids. They're kids, for crying out loud. But no, the mom have issues and she brainwashed the children to hate. And it's unfortunate, but that's just the way it is, man. It's sick. So in this situation, I believe that Manny need to release the tapes of whatever he got. Don't stall the people. Just release the tapes, man. Release the tapes. Tell the world your truth. Because here's the thing. You're supposed to be Twitch's friend. You're supposed to be his friend. And he's dependent on you to do the right thing. Allison already drew the line in the sand. She already made it clear where she stands. So you got to make yourself clear. Which side are you on? Are you team Twitch or you're team neutral, where you're with Twitch, but you're kind of with her too. And you're concerned about your career and other things. It's too late. You're already invested. You're already involved. So it's like somebody got to be the one. You got the info that people don't got. Anybody that's close to Allison is able to speak and share the story. My job is just to report the news. My job is to break down what's happening. That's what I do. You do your job, I'll do my job. Just that simple. Apologies, I'm not interested in an apology because she didn't do nothing to me personally. Me hearing Allison apologize does nothing for me because the damage was already done to the mother, the friends, family, and the fans. Now, if you feel that you want to hear her say, to apologize just to hear her say, you could go ahead and let her do that. But I'm here to tell you, she's a narcissist. So her apology is not genuine. It is not sincere. She's just going to do it to save face. She's just going to do it in hopes that nobody talks about her no more. I've seen this happen many times. I've seen people apologize to me and then went right back out doing evil against me. I don't take apologies serious. You know? Let me play the tape again, and then we're going to pretty much wrap up the show.
To you know who, you need to make a public apology to his family, to his friends, and to the public for what you did.
Why is a troll in the chat continually saying my name? Everybody knows my name, dummy. You're a fan of me? I mean, if anybody go to my PayPal, they'll see the same name. Obviously, it's bothering you or something, my name. You love my name. Let me pack you up and get you on out of here. Because for some reason, these people be thinking like I'm concerned about that. Doesn't matter if you know my name. You want to come pay me a visit? If you do, I have my Second Amendment. And I'll put you in a box real quick in North Carolina. You could take that to the bank. Do you understand that? Now, let's get back to the tapes.
If you don't, I'm going to release this.
Release it.
Because I don't care and I ain't got nothing to lose.
If you don't got nothing to lose, fam, you need to release those tapes like right now. Now. Don't even waste any more time talking. Just release those tapes. Because if you give her time, it's like she's not respecting you. A week? 2 weeks? Nah, you bugging. Some people in the chat were saying 24 hours. I wouldn't even waste my time. I'll just release my tapes. I'll be like, look, if you got to try to make her apologize, it's not sincere. If you don't apologize, I'm releasing these tapes. That doesn't make any sense. You're doing the same thing that she did to the family. You're trying to force her into saying she's sorry. Same thing. So it's not a sincere apology. You're basically saying, I need you to do this or I'm going to do that. In the workplace, if you were in the workplace, you would have got fired. If you were in the workplace and said that, you would be fired. Quid pro quo. That's what that is. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is why it don't make no sense to say all of that. If you would have said that in the workplace, if any of you would be on a 9-to-5 grind and tell one of your coworkers, if you don't do this, I'm going to do that, you would be fired from your job. Because all the other person got to do is basically report you to supervision and say they're threatening to release a tape of me and them being intimate unless I give them a certain amount of money or if I don't do whatever. That's quid pro quo. So saying that on social media it's really no different. It's the same thing. Yeah, blackmail. This is why I'm saying you're not moving properly. But we're gonna report the news. That's why I'm saying I'm looking at bruh like, bro, just release the tapes because all of that other stuff, it's not looking good for you. I would have never said all of that. I would have just released the tapes. First thing first is I would have made sure that in my state that it is legal for me to record. You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing. Because they have laws that govern that in terms of one-party consent recordings or two-party consents. If it's a one-party consent, that means if I'm speaking with you on the phone, I can record the conversation whether you agree or not. I don't even have to tell you. I could just record because it's one-party consent. Now, in a two-party consent state, you would have to let the person know, like, hey, guy, for my own protection, I'm going to be recording this phone call. I just need to make sure you're aware of that so that we can proceed with this conversation. And now that person would have to consent that I'm recording that conversation. If not, you can't really release anything, because if you do and you're in a state that doesn't allow that, you can get yourself in some hot water. I know in New York, it's a one-party consent. I think also in North Carolina. Even though I'm new to North Carolina, but I think also in North Carolina. In some other states, you can't. Because I remember a situation that went down in New York, and I have tapes. And this one guy, he was like, oh, if you release the tapes without a phone call, I'm suing. I was like, I just started laughing because I'm like, you do realize I'm in New York, right? You can't sue. I record everything. I be wondering why people be scared when you record. I'm like, you must got something to hide. You know? It's crazy. But ladies and gentlemen, when you're dealing with this level of truth, you got to be prepared for the devil and all of his demons to show up. Because they hate people that stand for justice. So again, to Manny, don't move sloppy on social media. If you got the truth, you got to air the truth. It's just that simple. Now, I don't know where Manny is from. I don't know what state he's in. Anybody know what state he's in? We can look it up. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, these states are currently, let me see. In what states can you record phone calls without consent? These states are currently California, Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, Illinois, Maryland, Massachusetts. There's more than this. I already know that. This site is not giving all of them. Let me see. Click on the state below to find out more about the consent of recorded conversations there. Okay. Because with these particular laws, you could get in trouble. North Carolina is a one-party consent state. Yes! North Carolina is a one-party consent state, fam. That's all that I needed to hear. Most of them are one-party consent states, but if it's not, then Manny would have trouble releasing the tapes. Let me see. What is the chat saying? Anybody know where he's at? He's in California? You said California is two-party state? That's not what this website's saying. Wait, let me double check. I already done left. I already done messed it up. Who cares? I'll look at that another time. I don't feel like searching again. I don't know what state he's in. Maybe somebody said it in the chat. My monitor screen is way down there. I can't even see the chat, guys, for real. I don't even know why the monitor is turned like this. It's like turned all the way. I can't see it. Let me see. Dun, dun, dun. And again, guys, if you have anything important for me, don't just post it in a live chat. You're wasting your time doing that. There's no way I'm reading an entire chat. Always send your information via Instagram at Ringo TV Raw. On Instagram, Ringo TV Raw. That is where you send your information at. What I'm going to have to start to do is a lot of you folks that sent me information, I got to approve your, let me do some of them now. Because I'll be keeping y'all in that inbox where it's like, it'll say something about, like, let's say you try to send me something again, it'll say the person have to approve you or whatever the case is in order for it to go through. And that's probably what's holding back a lot of requests. So I'm just going to accept all of these messages. I'm literally accepting them now. That way, in case you have any info, you're just able to send it one time. Because I have a lot of people that just send me stuff. And I just keep it in that box right there. And I'm like, I never even sometimes even look. And to the people that be sending me DM messages saying, hey, Ringo, I got something to share with you. Don't waste my time. Just share what you got to say. I'm not going to write you back to have a conversation. Send what you got. Stop playing these little games. Yeah, I got to do a video with this. Some info that somebody had said regarding Twitch boss having some sort of relationship. Not Twitch, Holker messing with a friend of Twitch. Got to talk about that too. Because I got the video clip of them coming out the hotel. Damn, I have 1 billion requests, man. It's too much to go through right now. I have 1 billion of them.
Just an old man that's tired of women like you.
Wow.
I'm gonna give you about a week.
He said he's tired of women like Allison Holker. Now, again, from let me see. I don't know, man. This is why I feel that Manny needs to just release the tapes and done, because that's what people want to see. People want to know what was Allison saying on that video that you got, because she appeared to be very angry, right? Nobody never seen her with facial expressions like this, right? So Manny may hold the key to the truth about who Allison Holker really is. That can open a can of worms, but he got to be prepared for the backlash from the industry. I hope he's ready for that, because this is why you have to be a self-made man in this world, man, because when you're a part of Hollywood, they control you, man. They control your life. They control what you do. They control your money. And you got to literally kiss butt in order to live, man. And I don't know any grown man that like to do that. Maybe when you're in your 20s, you be kissing butt. But when you're a grown man, fam, nobody does that no more, man. You don't like the feeling of that, man. Where you got to hold your tongue and can't speak and got to be nice to everybody and be politically correct and all. No. I ain't doing that, man. I like to speak. I like to say what needs to be said. I don't like playing any games. So he needs to release those tapes so the people can know the truth about Allison once and for all. Because he made this post and then he took it down. Let me go back to his Instagram to see if he unarchived it, because he probably put it on archive and probably might just release it now that I'm talking about it. But let me see if he gonna go put it out. Let's see. Because I don't see it on the page. Let me see in the reels. I don't see it in the reels section. I don't see it. I don't see it. Because when I saw it, it said it was posted 5 minutes ago. Like as soon as I saw it popped up, it said 5 minutes. And I just started screen recording because I ain't going to wait. I'm fast. As soon as I saw it, I was like, whoa, this is breaking news right here. This is content. This is content. And as a content creator, I got to report the news right away. Because in this business, it's pretty much who can report the news first. That's just how the game go. Whoever's able to report the news, it's like they're in the algorithm one time. So this story is going to be something that people are going to gravitate towards, because they're going to now want to know, is Manny going to stand true to what he said? Because there's a countdown. We're waiting now. Now, I don't know if he had second thoughts and pulled the post. I don't know. Maybe he had second thoughts. Maybe he figured, well, you know what? Maybe I you know, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. You know, maybe I should. Don't get cold feet now. You already said what you said, guy. I was watching, and a lot of other people were watching, and they seen the post disappear. So now they're wondering, are you going to still release the video? Are you going to keep your word? Or did Miss Holker contact you and said, look, let's work out a deal. I'll give you some money. You know what I'm saying? Just don't talk about me no more. I'll pay you a few $100,000, give you about $300K. If you would just leave it alone, delete that video. I don't want that to ever, hit the net. So we're going to see how Manny play his hand, because this industry, man, people could get bought. Like Manny could be doing one thing and he could be exposing Holker, and then next minute, you know what I'm saying, they approached him and he, compromised. You know what I mean? It happens all the time. People stand up for truth, and then when they're faced with the opposition, they fold. All of a sudden now, you don't see no Allison posts on their page. You're like, bro, weren't you standing up for Twitch? All of a sudden now they got a new gig. All I'm saying, man, if you're going to stand tall, stand firm, and don't let up. I mean, if you want her to apologize, that's you. Me personally, I don't care. I just want to know what's on the tapes. Because I already know that Allison is no good. I already know. I wouldn't trust her. I would not trust a woman that aired out her husband's private business. I would not trust her. I would never trust her in business. I would never trust her in my life. I would never trust her with secrets, nothing. I would not talk about anything around her because she exposed her own husband's dirt. So how could I trust that? I wouldn't trust her.
Maybe a week and a half for you to make a public apology for what you did to him, to his family, to his friends. And then I go back to my little old life.
Nah, fam, you can't go back to your little old life. Listen, guys. If somebody robbed your house, took all your possessions, do you know even the Bible confirms this? Even the Bible says that if a man robs you, he has to return the items that he stole and pay you like 7 or 10-fold to make it right with you. Not say, I'm sorry, I apologize. No, where my stuff? Where's my stuff you stole? 10-fold, right? There's scripture for that. If you took my goods, you got to return my goods and pay me back 10-fold. You got to make it right. I don't want to hear I'm sorry because I'm going to put hands on you, man. Where my stuff? Where is it? Oh, I sold it. Bro, you better get that money. You better get that bread, bro. I don't want to hear anything after that. Where the money at? I would rather my stuff, but if you don't got the stuff, you got to pay me 10-fold. And I think that's why it says 10-fold, because sometimes they have sold your stuff and now they don't got it. So now they got to pay you 10-fold. Sentimental value, expensive items, things that I can't even replace. Can't replace certain things you can't replace. Even if you have the money. I don't want the money. I want my stuff. Imagine having an art collection with valuable paintings and somebody stole these paintings. These paintings, $10,000 paintings you got. And they stole it. A $20,000 painting. I don't want no money. I want the painting. Where my stuff? Allison already robbed Twitch of his legacy and everything. So she already done committed the crime. There's no apology needed. Where my stuff? Allison need to pay Mama Boss compensation for the damages that was done. You understand? If not, the Boss family is going to have to lawyer up and really apply pressure on Allison because, number one, the NDA don't stand. That's null and void because it was signed under duress. Everybody that was at that funeral that had to sign them papers signed it stressful. They were not in their right frame of mind. They were crying. They were mourning the loss. So the NDA do not stand. It don't stand. So Manny released the tapes. We'll be waiting. Other than that, waiting for her to apologize is a waste of time. So far with the poll, we have a total 487 votes. The majority says yes, that she needs to apologize to make people happy about her evil actions. Which makes no sense when you really read to understand. If that's the case, I could do evil to you all day. All I got to do is just say I apologize. I could go rob your car, rob your jewelry, and just come to you and say I apologize. It'll make you happy, right? I mean, if that's what you guys want, I don't know, man. That means anybody could do anything to you and you'll accept it. I don't want no apology. I want my stuff back. I want you to pay the dues, the price. This is what Allison Holker got to do, guys. Number one, she have to call up Mama Boss privately. and say, look, I did y'all dirty. I'm ashamed. I just want to call to tell you that I'm going to do what I got to do to make it right. I'm not going to sit here saying I'm sorry or I apologize. I just want to talk straight and let you know that I was wrong. I hurt the family. I embarrassed myself. I just want to come to you personally so you can hear my voice and just let you know that I'm going to make it right. I'm going to make it right. I'm going to do right by the Boss family. I was ahead of myself. I was full of pride. And I'm ashamed. I'm going to end the phone call now. You don't have to say anything. Just know that I'm going to make it right. Okay, number 2. Now notice that. She didn't have to say I'm sorry, I apologize, none of that garbage. Number 2, she have to pull the book. The book got to be pulled from the shelves. Book got to be pulled from the shelves. That's right. No book. The interview with People magazine, she have to retract all her statements about Twitch. All statements that she made about Twitch being an addict, having sexual essay abuse, reading his journal. She have to retract all the negative things that she said. Right? She have to do about 5 interviews cleaning up the damage that she done by letting the public know that she was wrong. It's not within the character of Twitch to do that. So she knows she was wrong for her to do that on him, because his character, he would have never did that to her. So she would have to literally go on a public campaign, doing interviews, sharing with the world that what she did and her actions is not becoming of a widow who have love for her late husband. And last but not least, she have to publicly speak to the fans of Twitch by letting them know that she let them down. And she's deeply ashamed, embarrassed, and she know that this affects her career, and she's willing to accept full responsibility for all the damage that she caused the brand of Twitch, the damage and the trauma that she caused his fans, and for the fact that she didn't even uphold her promise of having an event or some sort of memorial event for the fans for Twitch. This is something she promised and she never fulfilled it. I think that if she do all of that, that is the equivalent of saying I'm sorry. Yeah. That is how a person should respond when they're sorry about something. Not just saying I'm sorry, but there's something you got to do. You know? That's just the way it is. And also, guys, ignore the trolls. There are trolls that are just thirsty for my attention. Ignore them. All right? So that being said, guys, we're going to listen to this thing one last time, and then we're going to wrap up the show. Shout out to everybody in the chat that come in, that support the work that we do over here. Be sure, ladies and gentlemen, to click the like button if you haven't already. Click the like button. We need the likes to match the views. Let's get these likes to 1,000, ladies and gentlemen.
To you know who, you need to make a public apology to his family, to his friends, and to the public for what you did. If you don't, I'ma release this. Cause I don't care and I ain't got nothing to lose. Just an old man that's tired of women like you. I'm gonna give you about a week, maybe a week and a half, for you to make a public apology for what you did to him, to his family, to his friends. And then I go back to my little old life. If you don't, I'm gonna release that and others will release things. Okay?
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There you have it. He said what he said, and we're going to see. We're going to see if he stand by his word. Will Manny Cross release the tapes? Time will tell. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Ringo TV Reactions. Peace and blessings to the mods in the chat, everybody in the building. Y'all have a blessed day, blessed night, blessed evening, wherever you are in the world. We appreciate you stopping by. If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe today. Why not? If you like the content, consider clicking the like button and subscribing to the channel. Click the notification bell for more. If you don't like my content, you feel it sucks, maybe we'll meet on better circumstances next time. But I appreciate you stopping by. So that being said, we're going to get up on out of here. And pretty much we're out. That's about it. Leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you think. If you like the content and you want to support financially, you can do so via Cash App, $ Ringo TV Reactions. Rate, comment, and subscribe. We out of here. Y'all take care. Peace. We out.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $ Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/Ringo TV Raw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw.
This is Ringo TV Reactions, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth 100% raw.